Hello and welcome everybody. So in this video we'll take a look at a little bit of issue that is coming up with some students where you're trying to create a cluster on Google Cloud on your dataproc. So you go to Google Cloud and you can click this navigation menu, go to dataproc and create a cluster. And when you try to create a cluster, so I'm just choosing the standard options here. So I am for example, I'm choosing my Jupyter Notebook as one of the optional components, and coming to customize a cluster, I'm unchecking this internal IP address box, and I'm specifying a bucket here in which which should be associated with my dataproc cluster. And then manage security, I enable cloud platform scope for this cluster. So that means that I'm allowing this dataproc cluster, Hadoop cluster, to be connected to the bucket, which is a different service on Google Cloud, by enabling cloud platform scope for this cluster. So normally you would think that if I just hit create now, this should actually work. And sometimes it creates, it comes up with this permissions error. So it says permissions are missing for the default service, blah, blah. So basically you need to provide approval or authorization for your dataproc cluster to connect to your Google storage bucket. So the way to do that is I'm just going to click on the Google Cloud, control click on it to open a new tab here, and you have to go to IAM and admin services. And within that, just go to IAM, that is that stands for Identity and Access Management. And once you get into this, you should look for this developer.gserviceaccount.com account, which will be different for each of you. You will have a different number here. So just identify that particular line item and service, and then click on the edit principal button for that. So once you click on it, you can assign it different roles. So please click plus to add another role, and here click on the drop down and look for dataproc worker. Okay, so basically just type in dataproc worker and you will see that particular option show up here in the filter, and just select that and go ahead and hit save. So now basically you're allowing the dataproc worker role to be attached to the this particular service account, which is the account that is being used on your dataproc cluster. So just hit save here in your IAM. It'll take a couple of seconds to save it. And now if you go back here, and now if you try to create the cluster, you will no longer see that error message. So I can hit clear, create, and let's just wait a little bit. And you can see that the error message is no longer appearing and your cluster is being created. So we'll pause, this will take a couple of minutes. So and now you will see that the cluster is running. It took a couple of minutes, so you should just give it some time. And now you can go ahead into the cluster and you can access it just like we did before. I'm going to Jupyter Lab, opening this tab, and you can see that I'm able to actually start using it. So I can, let's say I can open a PySpark file and so on. And finally, when you're done, please don't forget to delete your cluster, because otherwise it's just going to incur a lot of charges. So I'm just going to delete my cluster as well before I forget, and so should you. After you're done with your job, please don't forget to delete your cluster. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.